The scene has shifted. The Heat leaving the comfort of Miami for the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Miami appears to be in total control. If the Nets are going to make a run, it must happen tonight. Heat Nets Game 3 right now. And right now you're looking live at the Barclays Center inside where Shane Battier, one of the Heat starters here, getting 40 for this basketball game. Shane taking his shots. The Miami Heat with a shot tonight to go up 3-0 in this best-of-7 series over the Brooklyn Nets.
Welcome back. We're a little more than a half hour away from tip-off of Game 3. There are the Miami Heat arriving at their hotel yesterday in New York. And how about LeBron wearing a new Johnny Manziel jersey? Hey, NFL draft big story right now, too. We mentioned all of LeBron's exciting, powerful friends. Certainly Johnny Manziel would qualify as he goes with the 22nd overall pick to the Cleveland Browns. A little bit more important thoughts on
with the Miami Heat. They had their typical shoot-around day after arriving here in New York City yesterday. Miami actually shot around in Manhattan, getting that work in, trying to look for ways to improve, despite the fact that they're up 2-0 in this series. Now remember, in that game, too, Miami was neck and neck with Brooklyn. Very close basketball game before they make that late surge. It's kind of been the story of this series so far with the 2 double-digit wins. Yet tonight, the Heat know exactly what to expect. They expect the best from a veteran Brooklyn team.
We didn't get off to the start that we wanted to the other night, and it was a little bit up and down during the course of the game. Our best quarter was the fourth quarter. But our guys understand that the game we had in Game 2 is probably not good enough to win on the road, and particularly in this Game 3 setting. We'll have to play better.
Well, we expect everything from them. We expect their best tonight. You know, we expect a lot of passion, and the Game 3 up 2-0 was always extremely difficult to get no matter who you're playing. So, you know, their backs are against the walls, and they're wounded right now, and they're going to give their best shots.
Here's a stat that will make Heat fans smile. In the Big 3 era, Miami has never lost a playoff series once they've grabbed a 2-0 lead. LeBron James has never lost a playoff series when he had a 2-0 lead, and that includes his time in Miami and Cleveland. There are a few reasons for the Heat to be confident.
Allen again. Three again, Ray.
Another reason has to be the emerging play of Ray Allen. Allen has come off the bench and been a spark in Games 1 and 2. In Game 1, he had 19 points. In Game 2, Allen had 13, all in the second half.
Over the first 2 rows.
Miami's defense has also been able to lock down key Nets players through the first 2 games. Game 1 was a nightmare for Kevin Garnett. Big Ticket couldn't punch his way to a single point. In Game 2, guard Darren Williams was absolutely shut down. The Heat defense worked to keep him scoreless. Miami's Big 3 have been solid, but not spectacular. LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade with steady efforts, but no eye-popping numbers yet. That's a scary thought for Nets fans. Brooklyn is a team that beat Miami 4 times during the regular season by slowing down the game and running an efficient offense. But so far, that's not been a factor in this series. The Nets are a veteran-laden club, and they're playing back at home. You know Paul Pierce, Joe Johnson, and Kevin Garnett are not going to go down without a fight. The question is, will it be enough to make this a series? Or will the Heat have a date with destiny in the Eastern Conference Finals once again?
If you blinked, you may have missed it. A brief moment where LeBron James said something that left Paul Pierce smiling before Game 1 of this series even began.
I looked at him and told him it's only right. It's only right. Paul is like almost, like a family member now at this point. It's like you go to a family reunion and you don't ever see that cousin until the family reunion. That's what Paul is to me. I got 9 straight postseasons, and I've seen Paul 5 of them. So it was me changing the uniform, and now it was him changing the uniform, and we still see each other. So, like I said before in the past, and I will continue to say, he's one of the best guys I love to compete against.
Pierce himself has a lot of respect for the Heat from the many times he faced them as a member of the Celtics.
Well, we love playing against the best. Obviously, the Heat over the last couple of years are the class of the NBA, and this is what you got to live for.
Even though the uniforms have changed, Eric Spoelstra says they know deep down this is the same Pierce and Kevin Garnett that have given them fits for years.
They don't ever go away. The storylines and everything, the last time we played those 2 guys when they were in the green in the playoffs, those were the same storylines. And If anybody had forgotten, that series went 7. With us, those two guys, they may be wearing black and silver, but there's green underneath it somewhere, so it's all the same with us.
Just arrived onto the court right now. You see them in their red warm-up jerseys. The Heat arrived, and now, as I speak, the Brooklyn Nets are coming out to the court as well. So both teams are now on the court. They're going to begin the pregame introductions in just a couple of minutes. So basketball right around the corner here on Local 10 and ABC Game 3.